This past week, Sports Extra got a seat at Rayo's, the small family-owned restaurant that's been located on 114th Street in Harlem since 1896 and is impossible to get a table if you don't know somebody. Well, executive chef Dino Gatto was so kind to invite me into his exclusive kitchen as he prepares his signature meatballs and eggplant marinara sauce for this week's star-studded 15th anniversary gala for the Orthopaedic Foundation. Master of Ceremonies Richard Big Daddy Salgado, well, he gives us the dish on the event at the St. Regis Hotel Thursday night.
You know, it sends a message to twofold, meaning to kids about being active and eating healthy, and to us adults to eat healthy and also do things that help us to move, to be active, motivate ourselves, to lead a healthy lifestyle.
And for this event, of course, you're going to see tons of great athletes like Kevin Weeks, Justin Tuck, a bunch of local guys, including the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell as well. And why is that important to have these athletes and people from the sports world at this event?
Because you know what, they're sharing in the whole movement. You know, the movement is, again, it's health, it's longevity, it's eating right, and those are the people that lead by example.
Well, as I mentioned, former Rangers, Islanders, and Devils goaltender Kevin Weeks will be in attendance at the Orthopaedic Foundation Gala. Now, after an 11-year NHL career, Weeks is now a broadcaster on the NHL Network and is quite the storyteller about his time in New York, as well as a great interviewer himself. So, after Big Daddy opened some wine and Chef Dino served us his Rayo's pasta and meatballs, Weeks and I got talking hockey. And of course, the gala to benefit the Orthopaedic Foundation.
You look at what people in the medical community do on a day-to-day basis. A lot of it's selfless, a lot of it's tireless, and they're so committed to care and treating people and solutions, innovations, medical advancements. I mean, all that stuff, like my parents always say, they're like, you don't know how good you feel till you don't feel good. And it's so true.
What is it about the New York area? They just love the goaltenders.
Elliott fires across, save, another save by Lundqvist. And the puck is kept out of the net. Oh, the Devils came oh so close.
It's a grit position. It's about accountability. It's about responsibility. It's about work ethic. It's about knowing that you have to go out there and give your team the best chance that they have to succeed. And I really feel like that's part of the essence of living in New York and living in the Metro New York. People commute. You have over 1 million commuters a day. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. But that's things like the blue collar of the position, the blue collar nature. I think it resonates with a lot of people.
Zidlinski back. St. Louis moves in. He finds Zuccarello, save, Brodeur.
Cheers to the goaltenders.
Cheers to the goaltenders.
And to Rayo's.
And to Rayo's.
I mean, you have people from all walks of life that come here too.
Yes.
Some you don't want to disclose, but if there are any that you'd want to disclose for the camera and for a lot of the viewers, who would they be?
Probably two of the nights we remember the most, I had Dan Marino here at the end of the night.
Wow.
We had him outside throwing the football around.
Wow.
And then,
No way.
The fact that he did that, I love it.
Right?
we had Dan
Legend.
outside throwing it. And then another night, Peyton was playing for the Colts. They played Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. He threw the 7 touchdowns to break Marino's record. Meanwhile, the Wednesday night, we were outside with Marino.
Wow.
That Friday night, he was here having dinner.
That's cool.
Down the boards with 2. The Maple Leafs run out of time. And lucky number 13 for the Islanders is at the Maple Leafs' expense.
So maybe we'll be celebrating an Islanders championship here
Perhaps.
someday. What do you think, Kevin?
The Islanders right now are the best team in New York. It's the best New York team, the best Metro New York team, period, right now. It started, number one, with hiring of the great Lou Lamoriello. And I'm going to tell you, last year, after Lou took over and Trotzy started last year, I was at the Garden. I walk by the I always go in the room. I go by the visitors' room. I talked to 2 Islanders. They're like, we see now we're in the NHL.
So let's talk about the Devils since you mentioned them.
Sure.
I mean, struggling a little bit out of the gate. Taylor Hall looks good though.
Right.
What do you? What's their prospects for the rest of the season? Do you think?
The Devils are in a point of discovery right now, and by that I mean they're trying to discover their identity. Right? They're searching for their identity. They've got a lot of new pieces.
Yes.
And Jack Hughes, who I think is going to be a star player. They also have Nico Hischier, first overall pick from 2 years ago. They brought in PK Subban this year. They brought in Wayne Simmons. So there's a lot of new pieces. So in short, they're just trying to mesh.
The final seconds will tick away, and the Devils hold on for a 2-1 win.
So Tino, you've asked us a bunch of questions.
Yes.
Tell us your journey and how you got involved in TV.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting interviewed now.
That's
See,
right.
he's TV guy now.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Steph? Why not?
Always loved sports. I gravitated to it. My dad played in football in college at Cornell, so he would
Nice.
always take us on weekends. My Saturdays as a little girl, we'd go back, see his friends, watch ball games. Growing up, wanted to be on TV, loved Barbara Walters, wanted to be like Diane Sawyer, and then I started seeing women on TV doing what Diane Sawyer does, but
Sure.
talking about sports, like Hannah
Really
Storm,
cool. Yeah.
Linda Cohn.
Absolutely.
And so, well, wait a minute,
originals.
I want to do that.
That's awesome.
Is over. The Rangers win opening night 6-4.
And then fine, we'll wrap it up with the blue shirts. I mean,
Okay.
man, they added some bodies.
Yes, they did.
And Panarin's been showing up.
Panarin's awesome.
What do you see for them as well?
Well, I would say when Zibanejad's healthy, they're competitive. I think they're more competitive than we thought they would be. They play harder. With the younger players they have, they're more physical. I like this new slogan this year, play like a New Yorker. We just talked about that. So I feel like guys are playing a little grittier. They're not as soft and perimeter kind of skill on the perimeter. They're playing a little bit harder. So that's good to see.
It's New York hockey.
Yeah, of course. And rails.
And Rails
Right?
again.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chef Dino.
Thank you,
Grazie.
Chef. Grazie.
Thank you, Dino.
Thank you.
Salute.
Salute.
Salute.